There is breaking news from the Middle East. A series of strong explosions have been heard around Tehran, according to Iran State TV. The Israel military confirmed they are conducting strikes on military targets in Iran. NBC News reports the strikes appear to have been targeted at barracks and weapons depots. Joining me now is correspondent Raf Sanchez in Tel Aviv. Raf, what do we know as of now?
So it is 2:30 in the morning here in Israel, and the Israeli military has just released official confirmation that they have begun what they are calling precise strikes on military targets in Iran. They are saying this is in response to what they're calling months of continuous attacks from the regime in Iran against the state of Israel. Now, this statement does not specify exactly what and where they are targeting, but it is notable that they say that these are military targets because there had been long-running speculation that Israel, in response to that wave of ballistic missiles fired by Iran on October 1st, could attack Iranian nuclear facilities, could attack Iranian oil fields. We have heard President Biden explicitly warning Israel that while he supports Israel's right to respond to those ballistic missiles, he did not want to see Israel responding in a way that would create a new cycle of escalation. He said explicitly he did not want to see attacks on nuclear facilities, did not want to see attacks on oil fields. Right now, Israel is saying it is targeting military targets. Now, what we know from Iranian state media is a series of explosions have been reported in the Tehran area. We don't know exactly at this point what it was that was blowing up, but this is Israel striking apparently around the capital of Iran. Now, this attack has been some 3 weeks plus in the making. It has been very publicly telegraphed by the Israeli military. Just 2 days ago, we saw Israel's defense minister at an air base in the south of the country. He was meeting the pilots who would be responsible for carrying out what is a complicated, complex, long-range bombing operation. And he was explicit that Israel would retaliate for that October 1st attack. Now, Secretary of State Antony Blinken was here in Israel earlier this week, and basically his parting words to the Israeli government as he got on the plane to leave this country was that Israel should not strike in a way that creates a new cycle of retaliation. And it remains to be seen at this point exactly what Israel has hit, exactly how sensitive the targets are, and then, of course, how Iran may respond. The Israeli military says its forces are on high alert to repel any Iranian retaliation. And the United States military, for the first time since October 7th, has moved forces into Israel itself, some 100 U.S. Military service personnel responsible for operating a sophisticated air defense system that was put in place exactly for the purpose of helping Israel respond to any Iranian retaliation. So again, the Israeli military has confirmed it is carrying out what it calls precise strikes against military targets inside of Iran.
And Raf, just one quick follow-up is how are we interpreting the term military targets? Because we know when it comes to Gaza, there's been a relatively loose interpretation of what the IDF considers to be military targets. Do we know how close to population centers these explosions are taking place? You're talking about outside of the capital of Iran. How close are we talking about to population centers?
So, exactly as you point out, these explosions are happening in the greater Tehran area. Tehran is a large city. The greater urban area is a significant landmass. So we don't know exactly whether these strikes are happening inside what we consider the city proper, whether they're happening on the outskirts or not. It's worth saying that Iran is a nation state. It has a traditional military. It has clearly signposted military installations. So this is different from Israel fighting against non-state actors, militant groups, Hamas in Gaza, Hezbollah in Lebanon, who, as part of their modus operandi, operate in some cases from within civilian areas. If Israel wanted to strike clearly designated military targets inside of Iran, it would be able to pick those targets. I'll just give you a couple of examples. Iran obviously has airfields, it obviously has weapons depots, and it has military barracks all across the country.
Raf Sanchez, thank you very much. If you have any additional information, you're in touch with our producers, and we'll bring you back if there's any further developments. Thank you so much.